Good morning, Dhammo. Welcome to Zomi TV International. This is an online presentation of Zomi TV International program, broadcasting from Tulsa, Oklahoma on the affairs of the Zomi people around the world. We'll begin our program for today, July 14th of 2013, with local and international news. Then we'll be presenting news articles on Zomi around the world. Here's the local news from Tulsa, Oklahoma. A celebration of centennial jubilee of Zolai, the Zomi literature, was spectacularly held on last Friday of the 5th of July, here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hosted by a Zomi community in Oklahoma known as Zomi Inquan, Oklahoma, and organized by Zomi Inquan USA Incorporation. The celebration was attended by 300 crowd of Zomis living in Tulsa and some representatives from Zomi communities throughout the country. The celebration program was broadcasted live through online streaming from the main auditorium of the Full Gospel Assembly Church, very owned by the Tulsan Zomi believers. It was a solemn dedication to the Zomi literature, a Zomi written language invented by the American Baptist missionary Joseph Herbert Cope in the year 1913, right after 2 years of his arrival to the town of Dedim in Zogum, known as Chin State, for missionary work. The celebration program included speeches, presentations, prayer services, cultural dances, and musical performances. Celebrating a centennial jubilee of the Zomi literature confirms that the uniqueness of the Zomis as one of the ethnic peoples among many others, said the president of the Zomi Inquan USA, Wu Go-Som-Ku, in his welcoming speech. To preserve and advocate the heritage of being an ethnic Zomi while resettling among the multicultural societies is one of the main objectives of Zomi Inquan USA. Therefore, it is crucial to celebrate the centennial jubilee of the Zolai, he added. He further explained the importance of the Zomi literature for a nation-building process and for civilization. He reaffirmed that this is an accomplishment of one of the purposes of the Zomi community organization, to strengthen the Zomi nationalism. Dr. Swan Zadong of Australia was the invited chief guest of the celebration. He delivered a strong message on the Zomi nationalism and encouraged to practice a civilized manner of a strong nationality. Explaining the importance of the spoken language, he added that to be a great people, a strong nationality, the Zomis ought to be speaking their mother tongue in their daily life, wherever they settled. Dr. Dong proclaimed that the Zomis should be proud of being a blessed people.
Zomi te nampi kai mabangin nampi nungsik kanai digi ni nampi kai mabangin nampi nungsik kanai digi katnila nampi kai mabangin nampi nungsik kanai digi kazo pawin nampi pawahi tungai kazo pawin nampi pawahi kazo pawin nampi pawahi kazo pawin nampi pawahi.
The former General Secretary of Zomi Christian Literature Society, ZCLS, Reverend Tong Chin Tai Tu, and the former General Secretary of Zomi Literature Uplift Society, ZOLAS, Wu Vung Lian Mang. Gave presentations of the development of the Zomi written language and the Zomi literature. Dr. Chin Do Kam, a former professor at Oral Roberts University, delivered a strong message of the statement on the celebration of the centennial jubilee. We'll be presenting this message at the end of this program, so stay tuned. Of news on the affairs of Zomis filed from New Delhi, India. About 100 Zomi refugees here in Delhi held a demonstration against the approval of Muettong, known as Gulumwal nickel mining project in Thedim township of Chin State in Myanmar. They demanded immediate halting of the Gulumwal nickel mining project, a joint venture of Chinese mining company and Myanmar government. A release issued by the demonstrators condemned by the partnership between the two governments to exploit the natural deposit on their land. Recalling the 1947 Banglong Agreement, the statement quoted that defense and foreign affairs of Zomis in Chin State will be in their own hands and not the Myanmar government. Therefore, they rightfully cannot allow such projects to be carried out without their informed consent. The demonstrators called on the Indian government and civil society to support the democratic rights of the indigenous people of Thedim Township. You are watching Zomi TV International broadcasting program. In another development, group demonstrations against the Gulumwal nickel mining project were held on June 28th in Washington, D.C. and Canberra. Organized by an overseas-based World Zomi Congress Party and participated by hundreds of Zomi activists, the demonstrations were conducted in front of Myanmar embassies in both cities. Statement on the rejection of the project and condemning the Myanmar government for encroaching into the land of the Zomi indigenous people were handed to the embassies, reported the organizer. You are watching Zomi TV International broadcasting program. We received another report on the affairs of Zomis in India. A peaceful rally was held at Cherachandpur, known as Lamka Kwapi, today to protest and condemn the unwarranted raid conducted at the residence of United People Front, General Secretary and Zomi Reunification Organization, President Tang Lianpao Guite, in the wee hours of 3rd July, by personnel of 30th Assam Rifles. The rally was jointly organized by Zomi Students Federation and Mar Students Association from Lamka Public Ground to Cherachandpur DC office. More than 2,000 people participated in the rally. Later, ZSF submitted 2 separate memorandums to Prime Minister and Union Home Secretary through ADC of Cherachandpur Maniram Sharma. This is Zomi TV International. Our correspondent files this report on the World Population Day, making connection this occasion to the affairs of the Zomis in Myanmar. As a staunch advocate of the education, health, and rights of girls, and an enduring believer in the power of young women to transform our world, I welcome the focus of this year's World Population Day on adolescent pregnancy. This sensitive topic demands global attention, said the United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon in his message on World Population Day. July 11th is marked the World Population Day and has been celebrated by the United Nations and its members. The Secretary General said he is concerned about the disturbing humanitarian plight of Burma's Rohingya Muslims and even appeared to call for the minority groups to be given full citizenship. In the meantime, in Burma, United Nations Populations Fund and the Ministry of Immigration and Population jointly organized a commemorative ceremony of World Population Day to call actions to protect and empower adolescent girls by the government and civil societies. In this occasion, His Excellency Vice President Dr. Sai Mauk Kam delivered an opening speech and stated the current population of Myanmar is estimated at about 60 million. After delivering the message on focus of this year, World Population Day, and calling a minority group, the Rohingya in Myanmar, to be recognized, the UN Secretary General will surely be expected to address the status of all ethnic groups in the country, said by a political analyst. As the vice president of Myanmar estimated the population to be at about 60 million, the so-called Dai Nyen Ta, the ethnic groups make 45% of the population. Among them, Zomi is one of the major ethnic groups. For the past 65 years, the majority Burman ruled the country under the dictatorship or the military government. And it wasn't just the Rohingya. The Zomi and the other ethnic groups never enjoyed their rights of full citizenship or their basic democratic rights. They were never granted to practice self-determination according to their agreement at Penglong made in 1947. While celebrating the World Population Day, it is crucial time for the ethnic groups in Myanmar to strive for their own recognition as the planned 2014 census is approaching, a Zomi community leader told Zomi TV. The divide and rule policy practiced by the past Burmese dictators separated the ethnic peoples into multiple groups. In Chin State alone, an ethnic people is divided into 53 groups by the Burmese government. It is a systematic ethnic cleansing program committed by the brutal Burmese dictators, blamed a Zomi Political Affairs Committee based in overseas. There is no such thing for the Burman that the people in Mandalay City are called Mandalay ethnic group, Yangon ethnic people in Yangon City, Pagan ethnic people in Pagan town. But ruthlessly, the so-called Dai Nyen Ta minority peoples are forced in ethnicity to be divided into more than 100 groups. It is time to respect the so-called Dai Nyen Ta, the minority peoples in Myanmar, in equal rights with the Burman. In connection with the census and the ethnicity, the Nationalist Party of the Zomi's Zomi Congress for Democracy Party plans to submit a memorandum of registration for the Zomi people to be recognized by the name Zomi and not Chin to the President, the head of the Immigration Department, and the chairman of the National Election Commission in Myanmar, said the party General Secretary Bu Gin Kam Lian. We are called ourselves by the name Zomi from time immemorial, he added. You are watching Zomi TV International Broadcasting. We'll present an article on the affairs of ethnic groups in Myanmar. The article appears online BNI News. The article reads, during the recent federalism and ethnic view discussion organized by former political prisoners, making amendments to the 2008 constitutions was part of the discussion. One common concern raised during the June 2nd meeting in Yangon was achieving national reconciliation when the Constitution doesn't include sufficient provisions for federalism. We cannot truly get national reconciliation until details about federalism is included in the Constitution. Our country is not unitary. All the ethnics share these views, said Bu Jin Siantang, the president of the Zomi Congress for Democracy Party. Federalism and civic rights in the 2008 Constitution are also very vague, according to the ZCD president. All of the ethnic groups are asking for amendments to the 2008 Constitution. Presentation from Zomi TV International. We will leave you here with a speech delivered during the centennial celebration of Zomi literature by Dr. Chin Do Kam.
Here. Are we perfected already? Or do we have room to grow with our Zomi literature? So that it becomes truly international standard. So far, with God's help and the labor of the Zomi individuals and groups, societies and churches, the whole Bible, Old Testament, New Testament have been translated in our native dialect, Zomi language. Hundreds of books and magazines have been written and published. I don't think that is the end of the development of Zomi literature.
On behalf of all the staff here in Zomi TV International, headquarters in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I, Ruth Damhoit Kim, would like to thank you for watching Zomi TV. We wish you the best of good luck. God bless.